If you're putting your heart and soul into creating YouTube videos and you're finding that you're not getting the views that you think your videos deserve, the chances are you're probably not following these core principles which are actually proven and tried and tested in getting more views and better average watch time. Once I started to apply these principles to my videos, I really started to move the needle on my own channel. In this video, I'm going to give you the blueprint that I use to get more views and better average view duration. So let's get started. Principle number one is to make videos that people actually want to watch. When I first started, I was so excited I just jumped straight in and started making videos that I thought people would like to watch. But that was my first mistake, because I never stopped to ask myself, who is my target audience? Who am I making these videos for? The end result was not many views and very little engagement. Once I asked myself, who is my ideal viewer, everything changed. This isn't just about picking a niche. It's about carefully considering who you're going to make videos for and what are the problems that they are trying to solve. If you aren't clear about that, then how can you expect YouTube to pair your video with the ideal viewer? You can't. And if YouTube doesn't know who to show the video to, then the right people for that video are never going to get the chance to click it. Which is a nice segue into principle number two, which is to make titles and thumbnails that people will actually click on. Just before we delve into that, I just wanted to let you know that I'm now offering channel audits. I'll provide you with a 10-minute personalized video with my feedback on your channel overall, from your channel branding to your titles, your thumbnails, your video delivery, your hooks. I'll let you know what I think is working really well and where there could be areas for improvement. Links are in the description to this video if you think that's something you might be interested in. Okay, let's get back to the video. So now you're making videos for your ideal viewer, and YouTube is putting that in front of your ideal audience. But that is only step one. Now you need to make sure that your audience actually clicks on your video, because here is the hard truth. Whatever your video is about, there's lots of people on YouTube making videos on that same topic. It's a viewer's market, and they have so many options to choose from. So you have to make your video stand out and give your audience enough reason to feel compelled to click on your video. So how do you do that? Titles and thumbnails. When viewers are scrolling their browse page, titles and thumbnails are all they have to go on when making a decision on whether to click on a video or not click. And these 4 core fundamentals that I'm about to share doubled my click-through rate. Number one, offer clarity. Your title and thumbnail should make it clear to the viewer what this video is about. If your title and thumbnail doesn't do that, then someone else's will, and you've lost that viewer. Number two, promise a takeaway. Make it clear what's in it for the viewer if they choose to click on your video. YouTube is a trade-off. Viewers are only going to part with their time to watch your video if you are giving them something in return. By making it clear in your title and thumbnail what they're going to get by watching your video, it gives you a better chance that they're going to click on that video. Number three, drive curiosity. Generating some intrigue is what's going to separate you from other videos on the same topic. You want to try and make your ideal viewer feel compelled to click on your video over other people's videos on that same topic. Creating that fear of missing out, that if they don't click on this video, then they're not going to learn that secret that you're going to give them. Let me give you an example. If you look at these 2 titles, the first one says, Study Tips for Students. Okay, that's fine. It's clear what the video is about, and it's clear what the takeaway is. They're going to get some tips on how to study better. But then look at title number 2. The study trick that got me from C- to A+. Both offer clarity and a promised takeaway, but my guess is that you would click on the second one. Why? Because you're going to be curious what that trick is, and it also promises results as well. Number 4, trigger emotion. If you're making videos that are trying to solve problems for people, then there's a good chance that they are feeling a certain type of emotion when they're looking for that content. It might be frustration or fear or confusion. If you can convey that same emotion in your title or thumbnail, then that is going to let that viewer make them feel like you have understood their problem. And that may give you the edge over other videos on that topic because it resonates with them, because you have understood their pain point. Look at these 2 thumbnails side by side. Factoring in the text is identical on each, I'm sure you'll agree that the one on the right-hand side really resonates more because it actually conveys the right type of emotion to go with the thumbnail. Okay, the third principle is to keep people watching for longer. So you're making the right videos for your viewer, YouTube is putting it in front of your target audience, and people are clicking on the video. Job done, right? Wrong. Getting the click is great, but what's really going to tell YouTube that this is a good video and it's worth promoting wider is how long people actually watch the video for. The longer people watch it for, the more YouTube gets the feeling that this is actually a good video. Viewers' attention spans are low, as I found out in my first few videos, where the average view duration graph looked like a car falling off of a cliff. That's going to be a major red flag to YouTube because it just tells people that the video is not very good and that the viewer likely got bored pretty quick. But when I made these changes, my average view duration jumped from about 20% to over 50%. So the first thing is hooks. The first 15 seconds of a video are crucial. If you don't confirm these next 2 points to your viewer, then the chances are they're probably going to bounce. And as we've said, that isn't a good signal for YouTube. So the first is to confirm to the viewer that what the video is about is what the title actually implied it was about. The second is to confirm to them what they're going to get from watching this video. Again, you should have been implying that in your title and your thumbnail. If you can quickly confirm these two things to the viewer, it builds up that bit of trust that they've made the right choice in actually picking your video, and they're more likely to give your video a chance. If you fail to do those two things, then they're going to lose confidence and they may click away and go and find a different video. But there's more we can do. Give the best value up front. Some people will tell you you should save the best bit of value till last, but I'm going to tell you why that's a bad idea. Ideally, your video should be constantly giving value to the viewer at frequent intervals to keep them engaged. The longer you go without giving any value, the more chance that the viewer is going to get bored and they're going to click away. So it would be a real shame if the best value that you had to give was left until the very end and only a fraction of the audience actually got to see it. Instead, figure out what the biggest takeaway you're going to give your viewer is and put that right at the beginning, straight after the hook. If you do this, the viewer is going to be grateful and it's going to help to build trust. And they'll be more likely to give the rest of your video a fair chance, which is going to really help improve your average view duration. Next is keep your points to the point. When you're talking to the camera, sometimes you can start to repeat yourself or overemphasize the point that you're trying to make. Once you've delivered a piece of value, you don't want to sit and dwell on it for too long. Once the viewer's got that piece of value, they just want to get on to the next thing. You don't have to over-explain. Don't overcook it. Keep to the point, then move on to the next thing that's actually going to give your viewer some more value. So that's it. If you apply those fundamentals to your future videos, you're going to create better videos which are going to tick all the right boxes for the YouTube algorithm, and it's going to result in more impressions, more clicks, and more watch hours. If you found this video helpful, let me know in the comments what you felt was the biggest takeaway from this video for you. Meanwhile, I'll leave you with a link to this video, which I think you might find helpful. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.